Hi, this is Terry. I've been maintaining a 180-pound weight loss for over a year with a clean, whole foods, meat-focused, low-carb, low-calorie approach. Hey, so I ordered something. I paid for it with my own money. This was not a product pushed by anybody. But inspired by Grace Motivations, she's one of my followers, one of y'all. And she has her own channel, and she has some like inspirational quotes that comes up on she has a YouTube channel. Anyway, well, she never said nothing in the comments, but she sells like journals. So I ordered it. I ordered one through Amazon. Actually, I ordered two. Ordered one for me and one for my mama. And I'll put the link in the description of my video. Editing Terry, don't forget to add the link to the description of the video, in the video. All right, so I ordered two. I got one for me and one for mom. We'll look at them Sunday and decide who gets who. This one is called A Woman's Prayer Journal, Faith, Hope, and Love. And let's just look in it. You can buy it on Amazon, because that's what I did. Like I said, she didn't send me these or anything. So it's got a prayer list. So, you know, if you got people you need to pray for, you can put them in there. And, I like that. There's a column for prayer and a column for answered. And just so you know, sometimes the answer is not now. Sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no, and sometimes it's just hold your horses. So there's a lot of ladies who married some toads, and then they ended up getting there, okay, now you can get the right fella. So my best friend's like that. Both my best friends. Anyway, so you got a prayer list section, and then there's a prayer journal, and so it's got your notes and key verses. You had your prayer, key points, applications, so just your prayer journal. And then we're going all the way to the back. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, yep. And then a couple blank pages in the back that you could write on or whatever you want to do. So it's a prayer journal. In the back of this one, Faith, Hope, Love, it says, it's 1 Corinthians 13, verse 13. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 13. Faith, hope, love. But the greatest of these is love. That's why we should all love each other. And the other one, the Lord is my rock. Remind me to tell y'all about the lighthouse in a minute. Anyway, isn't that really beautiful? I probably will not let my mother have this one. Woman's Prayer Journal. And the back says, Psalm 18, verse 2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Isn't that pretty? She's got pretty pictures. And it looks like the other one. So you got your prayer list. Hang on, let's look in. Oh, I've skipped this. Oh, and in the front, it's got the same quote, Psalm 18, verse 2. And over here it says, created by Tabitha Rucker. So I wasn't going to say your name, but it's in here, Tabitha. So anyway, and again, you got your prayer list and whether answered, and then your prayer journal. So, yeah, I want to see if the other one said that same thing. Okay, this one doesn't have the inner page, so it didn't. Does it have your name on the back anywhere? No, girl. How are people gonna know it's you? Made in. I'm not gonna say where it's made in case that's where your hometown is. Anyway, I'll have the link in the description to these. And okay, well, Mom's gonna get this one, and I'm gonna get this one. So yeah. So if you guys need a prayer journal, check it out, because that's our Grace Motivational Inspirations. So I am saying that right. Grace, inspired by Grace Motivations. Listen, just click the link in the description of this video and they'll take you to the right spot, because y'all know I get things twisted around. Now, let's get to eating. Y'all know when I go to church, I scribble all over I keep these right here. I scribble all over these things so I can use my prayer journal and write in that too. All right. Let's get on to some supper. Not supper. Y'all, I done already ate. Let's get our stuff ready for tomorrow. Woo! I'm a little all discombobulated. Okay, so here's how things are going down tomorrow. I am taking these ribs to work. Ooh, I'm going to put a little more sauce on it. Hold on. We're going to put a little of this hickory sauce on it. Just a little. That'll turn into a lot. All right, there we go. So we got some of the hickory barbecue sauce on there. That's the G. Hughes, mesquite. Sorry, G. Hughes mesquite. So let me get this lid on it. Hang on here. Alrighty. And then I got my burger and a half. I'm not going to do oatmeal tomorrow. And my cheese. So tomorrow, we're going to check our blood sugar an hour after I eat. And then again, 2 hours after I eat. Because I really want to know, did the oatmeal affect me different than what the meat and cheese does? Because if it doesn't, then, you know, I'm not going to fret about having it sometimes. So that's, okay, so my what I call, my pork, all dead gummit, country rib, breakfast country ribs. Now, I pulled out stuff to do a taco bowl. Well, after I did that, I realized that I was going to take my country ribs. Now, I could put my country ribs on this. I could, but, you know, I probably ain't gonna. These snow peas, I don't know, I think these are not snow peas. You know, when you can buy the peas, and there's some that are like thicker. They're like a little thicker. And what's the difference in them peas? And I don't know what kind of peas these are. But look how flat these little booger is. Look how flat that is. I don't know what that thing is. They're snow peas. I think they're sugar snap peas. I don't know. There's different kinds of stuff out there. But I know that today I was eating them, and they were so big, it was poking me in the face. And that's annoying. So, all right, so there we go. So, since I wanted taco salad, I'm going to take the taco salad, even though I got these. I'm just going to dump these in there. It's the end of the week. Tomorrow, Saturday, we're just going to finish those peppers off. That's 133 grams. We ain't going to cry about it. Because it's peppers. Who knows? Let's ask Alexa. Hey, Ziggy. How many calories is in 133 grams of red bell pepper?
Good evening, Terry. 133 grams of red bell pepper contains 41 calories.
So 41 calories. Well, it ain't low, but we done it now. We're going to add, before I get too carried away, we're going to add our ranch seasoning, Flavor God ranch seasoning. We're going to use our Avo Bravo from Canada. Hey, you know what song's in my head tonight? I forgot I should have sung it whenever I was making supper. It is from many people's childhood, and I hope this doesn't bring back bad memories for some people, but Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Yeah, that song popped in my head earlier. I'm like, oh, that was a good song when we were kids and going to Sunday school. All right, so zero this out. We're going to add some tomatoes. Add a couple more over here. So about 70 grams of tomatoes. And then, now, I learned my lesson. No, well, I know I really didn't learn my lesson, but, you know, that salsa, it's heavy. So, hang on, I need to get a spoon anyway. And, let's see, will you fit? Let's try you. Let's see what 60 grams really looks like. You know, I've been doing this, I keep getting 100. Well, dadgum, I got 85. So, there we go. Oh, you all, I totally used the wrong seasoning. How funny is that? Well, you know I'm going to add some more. So let's get some of our medium fajita seasoning. You know I got to add some this is some Southwest Ranch seasoning. Now listen, all right. When I was in school, whenever we'd get a taco salad, We used to use Thousand Island. Well, I don't want to open Thousand Island. I still have this stuff. This ain't the greatest, okay? Walden Farms chicken dip and sauce. It is not all that great, I am here to tell you. However, I want to use it up. So I'm going to put a little water in it. Yeah, it'll be all right. We're gonna put some of this on here. Because like I said, I need to use it up, and that salsa flavor will kind of get rid of some of that. It had a weird twang from what I remember. Let's see. It's almost like a barbecue-y something or another. Anyway, it's all right. It ain't perfect, but that'll do, pig. That'll do. So, that's what we're doing tomorrow. And then, so that'll be my salad. I forgot an apple. Dadgummit, you all knew I forget one almost every day. Hold on. All right, so now let's get this stuff put in here. My spoon's already down there. Let's get my salad in there. Pull that spoon out a little bit, get it a little higher so it ain't on the bottom. And then, I'll be using a glove at work tomorrow too. You know I will. I'll take a fork just so I can be a little bit more, a little less like an animal. And then I got me an apple. And then got, Sammy's barking. Got 1.5 burgers and my cheese. So that's going to be my breakfast tomorrow. So we'll compare the blood sugar in the morning and at lunchtime just for some fun, you know. Since it's there, I might as well try it. And we can have conversations about it. All right, well, Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. That means you. He loves you. He loves me. He loves us all. And you know, it's funny. Sometimes you always say, you're so happy, or you're so positive, you're so upbeat. You've got so much good energy. You know what it is? It truly, okay? Because I've been through a heck of a lot in my past. Now, not like, you know, like abuse or anything like that, but my own version of a lot. And so, you know, we all have our own cross to bear that's ours to carry. Anyway, so I've been through my own version of a lot. And the one thing that's gotten me through all of it every single time is Jesus. So that's, people say, why are you so happy? Why are you in such a good mood? It really is Jesus. I mean, but trust me, I pulled away from Him a whole lot of times. And I was not this perky. I was not this happy. I was not this upbeat and just la 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 la. But when I'm here and in my house and I can just be me and I can just be like, let Jesus come through and fill me in the evening time and in the morning time, that's when I'm my happiest. So yeah, that's why I'm so upbeat and positive and happy, because I got Jesus right here. And He loves me and He loves you and I love you too. So all right, I'll see you at breakfast. Remember when I said I was going to tell you about the lighthouse? So, that's glare. Oh, dang it, I'm turning on the fan. Well, you can see it this way just as good. So my dad told me that Jesus is like a lighthouse. And I'm sure some of you have heard that over the years. You know, the churches talk about that too. But Mom and Dad were at a fundraiser and they bought this for me. And so that's why the living room is the color it is because it's the color in the sky. So anyway, one day I'll paint this living room. But anyway, so he said that Jesus is like the lighthouse when it is dark and you know, you're going through storms of life, when you can't see and, you know, you're being bumped around by the devil and bad things. You can always look to Jesus and He's right there, you know, showing you the way to go. And so lighthouse, that's why I want to keep that journal, because it matches this and it matches what my daddy said. If I was ever to get a tattoo on my, to remind me of my dad, I would get one right here on my inner wrist, and it would be like just a drawing of a lighthouse. So that would be what I would want. Or I'd get it like, hang on. I wouldn't want it like, you know, up here or something, but I wouldn't mind having a little lighthouse right here. I ain't saying I'm doing it or anything. I'm just saying that if I were ever to do something, get a tattoo in remembrance of my dad. He was the music teacher, and music would be the obvious one, but lighthouse, because my dad was like a lighthouse leading his family to Jesus. Okay, bye. Good morning. It is 7:45. It's time to eat. So I'll have my burgers and my cheese. I did check my blood sugar before I started eating. And I have been sipping on my coffee. It's my electrolytes and the flavoring. And as of right now, before I eat, it's 168. We'll see what it does. But I'll tell you everything all at the end of the day. So, okay, bye. So I wanted to share something with you all. It happened yesterday, and so I was like, oh, maybe it's because I had the oatmeal, but it's happened again today. And I think maybe I'm starting to recognize certain things, as we heal and we are more aware of things. I always knew that I started getting hungry around 10:15, 10:30, but my brain is starting to learn. I haven't mastered it or anything. It's starting to learn that my hunger, that what I think is hunger, I'm going to aim you down so you can see, is coming from up here. So the 10:15, 10:30 is hunger is coming from there. And what I think that is anxiety. I told y'all I have to eat by the clock. So I'm not hungry down here in my belly. I'm hungry up here right now. And so now I'm not going to make myself wait because I'm not going to give myself anxiety about it. But, part of our journey is about recognizing things and understanding our own body and what our body goes through and what our brain interprets things as. And so, we each have to understand. Some of y'all, you just know your stomach's growling, so you eat, and that's works great for you. But this is why I could not do the carnivore, eat when you're hungry, stop when you're satisfied. I couldn't do that because I didn't recognize stomach hunger. I just knew chest hunger, anxious. It's anxiousness, and so I guess right about now, my eyes, as I'm doing through the day, I glance up and I'm like, 10:15. Okay, I got 45 minutes till I can eat, and and so I think that's another reason why eating by the clock works for me. Hang on, I'm trying to get y'all lined up here. I think that's why eating by the clock works for me, because if I don't recognize hunger. Now, granted, I have 45 minutes of my brain interpreting this as hunger, but if I force myself to wait till 11 or a little after 11, then I don't have to deal with stomach hunger at 4:30. There's something about lunch that really, really gets me right here and here, whereas supper, I can wait until my stomach growls. I don't know why that is, but I just want to share that with you, because if you have anxiety around meal times, you're not alone. So especially lunch. Breakfast, sometimes breakfast I eat because my stomach's growling. And sometimes I can push that stomach growl from, like, if I wake up at 6 o'clock on the weekends, or if I wake up at 5, I woke up at 4:30 one weekend, I can push it out much better than I can lunch. I don't know why. I think back about my life and I'm like, why is that an issue? Because some people have genuine anxiety around food because of being hungry as a kid, or other situations, or being put on a lot of diets as a kid. People have their own mental struggles with food. And honestly, for whatever reason, lunch is the one for me. So I just wanted to share that with you. And like I said, it happened yesterday. And like I said, I think I'm just becoming more aware of it. It's not so much that it hasn't happened. It's just my brain is starting to understand that my hunger at lunchtime is coming from here and not from my stomach growling. And so, so like I said, because this whole journey that we're on, yeah, it's about food, but it's also about this and why and what we can do differently and coping mechanisms. So, like I said, I want to share with you all the things that I experienced, but I thought it happened yesterday, or I thought I was recognizing it yesterday because I had the oatmeal. And I think because it was something newer that I've only done a couple times, I think my brain was like, okay, is that a craving? Is this doing something to me that's new and different? And so I'm more hyper focused on it because it's a different thing that I've been eating. And that's the same thing that happened whenever I went from carnivore to keto and I started eating vegetables. I was like, okay, what's going on? You know, was that a bubble? Was that an air gas? People said that if I start eating vegetables, I'm going to be having a lot of gas. I'm going to get bloated. And so every little thing, you know, when you try something new, every time you try something new, you're going to be hyper aware and hyper focused and worried. Is this something new? Is this something different? Is this something bad? So that happened yesterday. And so because I was a little more in tuned, I was thinking, okay, I recognized that it was hunger from up here and not from my belly. But I was worried in my head that it was from having the oatmeal at breakfast. Did I even say that part yet? I thought it was because of the oatmeal. But today, I haven't had oatmeal. And like I said, I have it every day. It's just right now, my brain's actually putting together, hey, that's not stomach hunger, girlfriend. That's actually some anxiety. So that's a step in the right direction that I'm at least recognizing it. Because, you know, that's the first step to figuring out what's going on and how to fix it is just recognizing it. So it doesn't mean I have to change anything or do anything about it. But at least if I can get to the stage of when it happens, okay, that's some anxiety. I'm getting anxious about you know, the time and about the fact that I have to wait so long to eat, and you know, so it's conversations I can have in my brain. So I just wanted to share that with you because if you have anxiety around food and you know you eat, you know, you're stressed about the eating when you're hungry part, you are not alone because I do that same thing. So okay, I'll see you at lunch in 40 minutes. I'll see you then. Hey, it is lunchtime, and I got my bib on, because it's about to go down with the ribs. So, we got our salad. So, this is our taco salad, but no meat in it. So, you could have this if you're a vegan. If you're vegetarian, too. Not if you're carnivore. So, in thinking about getting hungry from the chest at lunchtime or before lunch, it makes sense that that's why I get so excited and the dopamine rushes to my brain because I got the anxiety in my chest because I want to eat. So when I finally do eat, it makes sense that it just zzz, dopamine hit. You know what I mean? That makes sense. So, anyway, and now, oh, now. At Jeffrey, he's a genius. Thank you, Jeffrey, for your recipe. I got my bib on. I'm ready to go to town. Update, just so you have an update on my blood sugars. Before breakfast, it was 68. 1 hour later, it was 107. 2 hours later, it's 102. Which those are all not, you know, diabetic levels, but I wanted to tell you all because it was higher without the oatmeal than it was with the oatmeal. It's just knowledge. But again, just because I'm able to do that doesn't mean you are. So you got to do what your doctor says. And I just did it fasting just now, and it was 78. So it never went sky high or anything. We'll see what it is after lunch. Okay, bye. Okay, before I go home, I'm going to give you all the stats. So the before lunch, it was 78. 1 hour after lunch, it was 125. 2 hours after lunch, it was 109. So I am satisfied with that. So I don't feel like, the things I'm eating are shooting my blood sugar sky high. So yay. Okay, well, I will see you all later. And like I said, I'm going to keep doing my thing, and I will get my lab done. What day is my appointment? Hang on, I'll tell y'all. Keep it on my work calendar because I sit at my desk all day. So if I have it on my work calendar, it makes it easier for me to do. No, let's see. I thought it's February 26th, 27th. February 27th. At 8 o'clock, I go fasting to my doctor, and she'll draw my labs. And when I go in that morning, I'll tell them which labs I want. And I'm going to add a CRP and a hemoglobin A1C. I will make sure that, sorry, I had an alarm go off. I'll make sure I get those 2 labs drawn along with the other labs that she gets. She also draws like a thyroid panel and a cholesterol and a chem panel and a blood cell, all that stuff. So anyway, so that's whenever I go to get my labs drawn. My doctor appointment is on, Terry, hang on. It's March 7th. It's March 8th. That's a Friday. So so I get the labs drawn, and then a week later on a Friday is when my appointment is with her, and it's at 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah. So on March 8th, we'll kind of know how my blood work's doing, because by then I will have figured out what I'm going to do with the magnesium. I did not take it last night. I did not have to take my anti-itch medicine last night. So I did have a little bit of trouble going to sleep, but I haven't had any muscle cramping or muscle twitching or anything like that yet. Give it time, Anytime you make a change, you got to kind of wait it out and see what happens. So tomorrow I may have a lot of trouble, but I don't want to take it just because it helps me sleep. If my body doesn't need it, I'd rather not take something if I don't need it. Now, is it going to hurt? I don't know. Obviously not. I mean, even if I didn't need it, obviously it hasn't hurt me for the past 4 years. But anyway, so, all right, that's a lot of talking. So, okay, well, sorry, this video is probably going to be long. It's a good thing it is Sunday for you. Okay, bye. Okay, so I got some ground beef. I got pasta sauce, put some bacon on there, and some parm cheese. And I'm going to heat up this, I think that's butternut squash. Yep. So we're going to heat this up, and I will be back. All right. First off, let me show you. When it's your birthday month when it's your birthday month at the Red Hat Ladies, you supposed to wear a purple hat. So I went on Amazon and ordered me a purple hat. Because in February, it's my month. Boy, this came off. Hopefully it'll fluff out. Yeah, it's felt, so. Alright, so this must be the back. So I got me a hat, so I can wear this in the month of February. Because my birthday is next month, February 7th. I'll be 52 years old. I'm going to have to start looking for a walker and look into nursing home insurance. Anyway, all right, supper tonight. Got the butternut squash. I chopped it up because I thought, when I made it up, there was butter involved, and so I thought, well, if I chop it up, then it can kind of spread all that. There was butter and some cinnamon. I might sprinkle just a little more cinnamon on it. That's me sprinkling, in case you didn't know. All right. Well, I'm really, really excited that we checked our blood sugars this week. I know it's only 2 days, but I can feel very confident that my body is processing, the carbohydrates of the oatmeal and all the other stuff. I can feel confident that my body is processing things the way it should. So that was exciting. And So yeah, so that's a positive from the week. And I was excited that there were no triggers. No, after I ate it, anything, I didn't really have didn't have any unnecessary triggers from eating anything bad. So, yay, it's and I'm just kind of giving you a recap of the week. And then today, finding out that, or I already knew it, but just kind of accepting, and now going to learn how to push through it and work through it, but learning that my hunger at lunchtime comes through here and not my belly. So trying to calmly process through that. So, yeah. It's been a good week. So, all right. So tomorrow morning, I'll go to Walmart, pick up my Walmart stuff, and it's a pretty big one. It's pretty long. Well, it's expensive list. I don't know if it's long, but it's expensive. So I need a blender to make some of the stuff we're going to make. So, all right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.